posted a bizarre video on her social media yesterday, which sent several people into absolute meltdown. It is the cringiest, most uncomfortable piece of tape I've seen in a long time. I'm sorry, but I'm going to make you watch it.
Is it me? Is it me, or is there nothing this woman... Is she ever going to get to the point where she literally looks in the mirror and goes, nobody's interested in my jam or my life, nobody likes me, shut the hell...
Meghan Markle's latest attempt to reclaim her place in the spotlight has turned into a viral train wreck. And honestly, the fallout is bigger than even her critics expected. It started with what seemed like a sincere moment. A video of Meghan and Prince Harry dancing in a hospital room, celebrating pregnancy in what she clearly believed would be seen as sweet, emotional, and empowering. But the internet had other plans. The clip, instead of being embraced, was torn apart online. Viewers called it awkward, performative, and completely tone-deaf. And just like that, what should have been a positive, personal milestone spiraled into a worldwide spectacle.
Sorry, but I'm going to make you watch it. SOT 24.
1 month, 2 months, 3 months, hit the baby mama when I step into the door.
She's
Yeah, I'm pregnant,
supposedly 9 months pregnant in the hospital room. We know who you are. You helped kill the queen. You didn't give two shits about calling the royal family racist while Prince Philip was on his deathbed and casting aspersions on him.
Markle has posted a cringy video of her and Prince Harry dancing in a hospital room. This is...
Need to make it into an ego trip, which she's clearly doing. Look at me dancing. I'm still fun and I'm sexy and I have this great marriage, and here's Harry being like a normal guy.
Within hours of being posted, Meghan's video had already ignited a wildfire of controversy online. What was clearly intended as a joyful, personal glimpse into her private life quickly unraveled into a spectacle of embarrassment. Social media users didn't hold back. Twitter feeds filled with memes, TikTok creators made parodies, and YouTube commentators dissected every second with brutal honesty. The criticism wasn't just about the awkward dancing or the overly curated vibe. It was about the message. People questioned the timing, the tone, and even the motive behind the video. Was this truly about celebrating a moment with her family? Or was it another carefully crafted PR move meant to rebrand her public image after months of quiet setbacks? The clip wasn't posted in isolation. It came on the heels of her lifestyle brand announcement. With love, Meghan, and people began to wonder if this was all part of a calculated attempt to reset the narrative. But instead of endearing herself to the public, Meghan unintentionally triggered a landslide of negativity. Brands that had been cautiously optimistic about working with her began pulling back. Existing partners reportedly expressed concerns behind closed doors. And according to sources close to streaming giant Netflix, there were emergency internal discussions about whether to continue backing her projects at all. In a matter of hours, Meghan went from trying to craft a comeback to becoming the center of a media storm that made her look more disconnected and inauthentic than ever before. What was supposed to be a turning point became a cautionary tale, and the ripple effects are still being felt throughout her business and public image.
My thoughts are, what did I just watch? What was?
You know she's going to say something or do something dramatic. You just don't know which platform she's going to monetize it on. Mystery is power. Look at the royal family. And Meghan gave all of hers away. One interview at every grievance, every private conversation, every subtle slight turned into a headline, from Oprah to Spotify to Netflix.
And here's the thing. This isn't just about harsh online commentary. This is full-scale rejection, not only from the public, but from Hollywood itself. Investors have gone quiet. Executives are reconsidering future projects. Even longtime allies are stepping back, unsure if being tied to Meghan is worth the risk anymore. Industry insiders aren't just whispering. They're calling it what it is, a crisis. And in the world of media and entertainment, perception is everything. Once you're labeled a liability, it's nearly impossible to bounce back without a major reinvention. Meghan had spent months carefully preparing for a comeback. Her brand with love, Meghan was supposed to be a soft reboot, heartfelt, lifestyle-focused, and far away from the palace drama. But this video torpedoed that vision. Instead of connecting with viewers, critics said it reeked of vanity, tone deafness, and a desperate attempt to stay relevant. The message was supposed to be, here I am, vulnerable and joyful. But the takeaway became, here I am, overproduced and out of touch. That's a brutal shift in public perception.
I'm nurturing you and I see you so deeply, and I love being able to see your growth, and I'm just so proud of them.
So beautiful.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that one. Yeah, they're just it's just so great. This is why it's so nice to not have makeup on.
The fallout extended into her professional life almost immediately. Reports say Paramount has completely cut ties with Meghan, citing creative differences as the polite excuse. Behind closed doors, podcast teams are abandoning pitches, documentaries are being placed on indefinite hold, and branding opportunities are drying up faster than you can say, Spotify dropout. It's not an outright blacklisting yet, but it's the Hollywood equivalent of ghosting. When people stop calling, stop answering, and start quietly distancing themselves, you know something's gone seriously wrong. But it wasn't just the video itself, it was what came next. Social media users dissected Meghan's appearance, with many calling her baby bump weird, fake, or suspicious. Conspiracy theories resurfaced like wildfire. Memes circulated suggesting she staged the whole thing, while others accused her of manufacturing drama just to stay relevant. It wasn't fair, but it was relentless. The internet didn't just dislike the video, it devoured it, turned it into content, and used it to question every move she's made since stepping away from royal life.
Shares like she's live tweeting a breakup in real time. There's no pacing, no sense of occasion. And when you constantly overshare, people stop listening. You dull your own impact. Oversharing doesn't build trust. It erodes credibility, and it makes people question what's real.
Still, some prominent voices rose in Meghan's defense. Boozy50, a longtime social media watchdog, denounced the attacks as misogynistic, racist, and cruel. He reminded the world of Meghan's past mental health struggles and the real-world impact of online harassment. Real Housewives of Potomac star Candace Dillard also stepped in, shutting down critics who mocked Meghan's pregnancy by sharing her own late-term workout routines to prove that active pregnancies are normal. Their messages were powerful, but they were also drowned out by the louder, more toxic voices dominating the conversation. The problem goes deeper than the video. For years, Meghan has excelled at curating a polished public image. Interviews, documentaries, brand launches, all perfectly scripted, perfectly controlled. But lately, that control is slipping. Viewers say her content feels soulless, overly filtered, and fake. People are craving authenticity, and Meghan's highly produced moments no longer land the way they used to. Even her most loyal followers are going quiet, unfollowing softly, unsubscribing silently, and moving on to personalities that feel more grounded and real.
Like the gross disrespect to the intimacy and privacy of marriage and childbirth. You know, there are some moments that are supposed to be between a husband and a wife only.
And with Meghan's brand under fire, speculation naturally turned toward her marriage. Online threads exploded with theories. Are Harry and Meghan still happy? Is he still in her corner? Is he quietly regretting leaving the royal fold? Insiders claim the couple is still solid, still united. But even the strongest relationships would feel pressure under this kind of scrutiny. The constant negativity, the public rejection, the crumbling partnerships, it's a lot. And whether they like it or not, their relationship has become part of the brand too. Then came the second gut punch. South Park struck again. In a new episode, the show took aim at Meghan and Harry, referencing her viral twerk video and branding them as tone-deaf and fame-hungry. Sources close to Meghan say she was shocked and deeply hurt by the episode. But the real blow was public reaction. People weren't outraged, they were laughing. The satire didn't feel unfair, it felt accurate. And that's when you know things have truly shifted. When mockery doesn't just sting, it resonates.
But the minute you sign a $100 million deal with Spotify and now you're posting yourself twerking, this is getting worse, this video. She's getting lower by the minute. He's now playing with his groin. I think there is now sick, essentially in my mouth. There is a little bit of sick just at the...
No amount of humanizing videos, even if she managed to find one, are going to work.
Now, Meghan stands at a dangerous crossroads. The public is tuning out. The industry is backing off. And the media has moved from fascination to fatigue. This isn't just about one video. It's about a growing gap between who Meghan wants to be and how people actually see her. That disconnect is widening, and unless she makes a serious pivot, she may not have a platform to stand on much longer. In a world where influence fades fast, she's learning that relevance has to be earned, not performed. Let's not forget, this is a woman who once seemed unstoppable. After stepping down from royal duties, she landed multi-million-dollar deals, scored high-profile interviews, and stayed in the headlines without even trying. But now, everything feels shaky. Projects are being delayed, revenue streams are drying up, and even her net worth is rumored to be taking a hit. In Hollywood, loyalty is transactional. When the buzz fades, so do the opportunities. And right now, Meghan's buzz is evaporating.
Reportedly bullied virtually everybody who's ever worked for her. She can't keep a staff in London. She can't keep a staff in Montecito. She's a bully. She's obsessed with her own ego, face on television, etc., and playing the victim.
The hardest part is that it didn't have to be this way. Audiences gave Meghan chance after chance. But over time, the overexposure, the oversharing, and the overproduction eroded public trust. Her content became less about connection and more about image. And people can tell. They can feel when something is authentic and when it's not. Meghan's problem isn't that people hate her. It's that they've stopped caring. And in media, indifference is more dangerous than outrage. If Meghan wants to recover, it won't come from another curated post or a glossy video. It'll come from a total reset. She needs to strip everything back. Ditch the scripts, drop the filters, and show up as a human being, not a brand. People want realness, not royalty. They want someone they can relate to, not someone who talks at them from a rented kitchen set. It's a painful lesson, but one that could save her career if she's willing to learn it.
Staged whispers in People magazine. It's been non-stop. The worldwide privacy tour on South Park, it's come to life. That's what we're witnessing in this.
So here we are. Meghan Markle, once one of the most talked about women in the world, is now watching her influence fade, not in a dramatic collapse, but in a slow, painful slide into irrelevance. The spotlight has moved on. The cameras are focusing elsewhere. If she wants to be more than a cautionary tale, she has to act fast. Because if nothing changes, the next time her name trends, it might not be for what she's done, but for what she's lost.